And a mint is good too. Don't like that farm being in the way, but I can work on that later. Build myself a statue because fool of myself here. And as for you, Malma. Malma's population can apparently hit 59. So again, I'll need 20 of each of the thingamajiggers. I can get on that though, and they're not too expensive, all things considered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, this is smooth. 17, 18, 19, 20. And then infirmaries. 1, 2, 3. That's not so smooth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Done. That's pretty beautiful. I don't need to jack Malma up for anything right now, although Malma does produce mead and pelts, which is kind of awkward because I tried to produce some honey here before. That never quite worked out for me. Then I have all these smithies here. Okay, no, it's tool and pelts. That's a lot less awkward. Again, I could have more tools flowing if I kicked out a lot of my enemy's industry. These pitch makers will go the way of the dodo to make room for pelts. But basically, Malma does not have to be a priority anytime soon. Could do with more houses though, since I'm going to be... well, I just uncapped the population by upgrading the church thing. So I best be prepared to sleep in my own bed on that one. Ooh, beautiful. Just ugly beautiful. They claim that they're overstocked though, and I think that's because I have a fragile number of warehouses here. At least in these places where I don't have farms, I can comfortably build up a whole bunch of warehouses. 30 is a good number. 30 is a very good number. Might even be my favorite number. Okay, there we go. Malma is done. The wall is done. All these extra things are done. I mean, sure, it's not up to 60k, but it's not somewhere that we're prioritizing for that, because it doesn't make food nor building materials. And it wasn't that expensive to do either. The next place we're heading over to would be Poen. In fact, let's go exactly to there. I bet you're surprised I knew where Poen was at the drop of a hat there. Yeah, I would love to run for election here, and it would be on the 30th of September, so good timing. However, I can't do that because I'd need to move my office here. And I can't move my office here because you need to do that in Hanseatic cities. And this place is far from being a Hanseatic city. It needs a lot more population. It needs a lot more everything. But at least I supply the market with all the building materials they could need. They actually produce building materials, so that's a bit of a stupid point. Regardless, they do have it. I forget which was the one giving me trouble with building their wall. It was probably somewhere like Berlin, but... Huh? Berlin's wall is almost done. What's keeping them? Why have they not demolished the inner wall? To be fair, I wouldn't demolish that beautiful looking wall either. Which means the next place we're going to is Visby. Visby's pretty good. Visby is pretty wealthy, produces plenty of pitch for me, and they're pretty much self-sufficient on that as well, or at least they would be if I had more everything here. I've been artificially capping Visby's population at 12,600. Well, a number of warehouses, maybe not plenty. They could do with about 6 more. Also, what is with this odd kind of gridding, and which is the best to work with? Probably this, it lines up better with these, kind of. Regardless, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once again, I move over here for ludicrous sums of money, and then I run for election. And we can chill out until then. At least as much chilling as you can do with these absurd amounts of goods here. given that Novgorod is criminally low on lots of stuff here. Wait, what are they doing here? Did they just choose to upgrade the Covenant School? No, they're constructing Covenant School. Well, that's kind of good. But they're still short on huge amounts of brick, which I could certainly put to use for them. That's where the wildcard Kongsberg comes in on, but he's barely got any space, so forget that. We can just sit back and make money for a while. Watch it pile up. Watch my my storage fees pile up. I'm glad to see we've got beer. Okay, no, away it goes. People are serious about their beer around here. Haarlem has their hemp and their salt, which means they produce plenty of fish. But all these other goods are drying up, especially the cheese. That's really bad. Why would cheese be drying up over here? We're meant to have tons of it. Now, if they don't have cheese, I'm relying on meat and fish. Unfortunately, I have both of those, but it worries me that cheese is not flowing. We have cheese there. The problem is Novgorod are not building up in population because this minister is not upgrading. Novgorod is meant to have loads of people, so I'm disappointed there. Well, there's not much I can do until I get this minister upgraded. And for that, well, maybe I should go sailing over there with all of my stuff. Okay, that's an idea then. Kongsberg, get over to Nestved. You need... Well, I could take a lot of crayers off of you. And in fact, you are mostly crayer. But this is not nearly as good as getting those Hanseatic cogs by my side. So where are my Hanseatic cogs? Well, that's you. I'm not good at, not Hanseatic cogs, river cogs, and I'm not good at finding those at a heartbeat. PQR for river cogs. River cogs in Rostock, and there are tons of them. Give me lots of river cogs, please. They got 1,000 capacity each, which is fairly handy for what I want to do here, which is bring a lot of construction-related love over to Novgorod. There we go, that'll do. Whilst we're in Rostock, we are taking that clay and the wood, because they need wood as well. And off we go. Kill them. They're gonna need more than that. But that should help along a lot of these constructions. There we go. Millions of houses. Now, when am I due to be Visby's? Okay, in a day. I'm gonna save because I've done a bunch of stuff that I don't want to undo. And should be Visby's approximately now. So, as ever, what we do... I wonder how our resume looks. Like, we went here, we stole all the money. What a great ruler we are. Yeah, well, we want to build our chapels and our... I always forget this other word. Infirmaries. Because I have a lot of tabs on the spreadsheet that I'm humming between through. Visby, though. Visby has a population of 65,000, which means we need 22 of these things. That's livable. The wall could improve, but how? Not there, but here. Just beautiful. 44 days of work as well. Alright, let's get to work on these things then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22. Almost forgot that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Beautiful. Wall done, those are done, money's taken. And a statue of myself must be erected, so that everyone remembers who did this glorious work in Visby. And then we disappear into the ether, because with Visby done, it's time to move on to Stattin. It's not too long away for Stattin either. Again, we move ourselves here. This is also a good opportunity to actually check. For example, we go here and we find that we're incurred finding storage costs. We don't have many warehouses, so that might be the issue. And in fact it is, because we don't overstock anything else right now. So yes, we just need a lot more warehouses. 10 is a very bad number. We don't like it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. That's a much better number. Stattin's housing situation looks great. It produces plenty of clay for me, although it could produce more if my enemy wasn't, you know, using all these grain farms or, God forbid, wineries. Who needs a winery in Stattin? Well, not us. I think I have a few other things running that I have at low capacity just because. Trying to cap that population here. Trying to, at least. Oh well, Stattin is as Stattin does. And the shipyard continues to pump out carvels for me, as well it should. But I put my name down here, right? Of course I did. And then on the 19th we'll be running in Stattin. So till then we continue to plough all these goods into Novgorod. Also, Neshtvet, have you done all your repairs? Yeah, good. Not sure how much of this we're going to need over in Novgorod. Probably not a whole lot that they're lacking by now. Yeah, this is probably more than they need. But we go there anyway. Now I am super keen for them to upgrade that minister. And on the 21st of October, they make that decision. Actually, might as well just thump it all into storage. They'll sell it as it's needed. Alright, well, good job, wildcard. You get back to well, Neshtvet, I guess. And ditch your excess, because you have done what you needed to do with Novgorod. I only cared about Novgorod because it's the place I want to upgrade for that sweet cheese production to prevent starvation. It means building up the population of Novgorod is going to be a pain in the rear end, but well, that's how it is. Also, is this space that can be used for building? It somewhat is. Also, the houses are, you know, there are more houses than one really needs around here. I should probably fill this area up with wells, just to stop my AI enemy from building up anything here. Because my enemy AI will build businesses, and it'll cost me, if I'm lucky, millions to buy them back. I can also delete these to build up other things if I find that, say, Novgorod has to step in where other cities have failed. Alright, there we go. We got some lovely wells in, filling in those gaps. There's other stuff to be done here in Novgorod though, but I need to become mayor for that. And for that I can actually dismantle some of these houses, which admittedly I'm building up at great personal expense, so maybe I should think about demolishing some of them. Like 40 of them, for example, to make room for all those other things. That's a good idea, actually. When I become mayor of Novgorod, this will get filled in with these other things. Good thinking, Jake. Good bloody thinking. It's kind of convenient that 5 of these will amount to 40 spaces. No, why would I need hotkeys in this game? Don't be silly. That's 4. And this will be the 5th. Yeah, I'm not making much of this money back. And a couple of... oh, these are dairies. I hope I haven't been destroying dairies here, have I? Yeah, I just destroyed 8 dairies. What a fool. That's why I wasn't making much money back. Gotta destroy houses. Okay, I think it's just dairies now. Okay, well, I mean some houses, but... whatever, I can tear down houses later on, but I should just keep in mind that those are there for me. Right, did I step up in Stettin? Of course I did. Chapel, defensive tower, trust me, you don't need either of them. I don't know why my river cogs hang out here in Rostock. There's no good reason for that. Especially when all the other ones hang around here in Nestved. My thinking there is that Stettin, Rostock is so busy all the time that why bother really? Yeah, tooltips in this game, who would have thought? It's like the one good part where they used it here. Alright, great. Back to watching my coffers swell and listening to that annoying sound of being attacked by tax collectors, as they're called here. Alright, we are now ruling Stettin, so I can cross Stettin off my list, thankfully. And we do what we always do, take the dosh and run. But not before we do good things to the place. Start on the wall, as we always do. The wall can be improved, but how? No, 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 and maybe. No? No, okay, the wall cannot be improved then. Stettin, what else can you do? Nothing really. Great, that means I just have to build up my... it needs to be prosperous for a statue, right? Well, I mean, statue doesn't really matter at all. Jake, when are you putting the I'm not gonna make it in the schedule stream? Because, I mean, that game is like a tattoo on the soul, it can't be removed. Well, tattoos can certainly be removed, and I would like to remove that game. Okay, I lost my train of thought there, but it was something about Stettin. I want to know how many people can live here. Stettin, according to my calculations, is for 60,000 people. So that means 20 of these each. Oh joy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And infirmaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank God I've got so much money I can do this. Housing situation in Stettin looks fine, so there's nothing else for us to do. We can move along to Danzig. Missing raw materials here. Why? Cloth? Of course it's cloth. My cloth has really dried up since I absolutely ravaged the production of wool, thanks to Haarlem exporting all of its people. But I needed building materials more than I needed wool, so I'm not too concerned about that. Also hemp? How in the world are you short on hemp? I'm a little worried that so many of these places are lacking goods like this, but since they don't fall under attack and I keep food flowing, I don't worry about them falling into a state of emergency or anything like that. Unless, of course, plague hits, but boo-hoo on that one. But let's not get too distracted here. I need to shift my arse to Danzig for 500,000 ducats and then run for mayor. Hang on, Danzig has a lot of people. Am I not artificially holding back the amount of people in Danzig? I mean, I should be with my winery right now, but I don't think it's stopping the enemy. Oh well, we'll worry about that later. In the meantime, I just want to make some money. The salt has bounced back, which is good. How about Aarhus and their pitch? Get back to work, please. Is there anybody else who I have neglected after them stopping? Groningen and their tools. I doubt he's going to start up again. Pelts from Flensburg. I also doubt that because we're having a real problem with tools. Stavanger to Rostock bricks. Stavanger? Didn't I... Why would Stavanger be low on bricks? They are completely out of bricks. Who else is out of bricks? Okay, the brick delivery has just failed out here. Horribly. So I need to pay attention to bricks going to the west. Because bricks are actually flowing in quite nicely. There's no good reason for it to be failing me that badly. You're doing it, and you're doing it. You're going to Boston, you're going to Bruges. So you're both going the same way around, which is, for starters, a problem. You should be taking inverted routes. So I'll do that with you. You start in Rostock, which is fine, but you should go to Stavanger first. So everything above Rostock goes to the bottom of the list. But I think a lot of that is down to me telling people to hold on to a lot more bricks than I had told them to do previously. So it might just sort itself out in time. Also, we got a pirate hideout that might be worth destroying, I'm not sure. I actually don't want to bother with destroying them later, so I'll probably just leave them be. Now, Danzig is 7th of November. Till then, I do still want to keep an eye on Oslo, since they finished that part of the wall. Oslo needs to grow. Their stock farms are going to need so much salt, but I'll be very happy to have tons of meat flowing throughout the Hansa. Still though, we're never hitting that population cap at this rate. I did build the infirmaries and the chapels and the warehouses, so it's really all down to me cramming everything else in that we want here. Well, let's get cramming. Cramming like what? Like it's the night before finals? It's the best I can come up with. Even though I never crammed. Okay, so very little of this space that we opened up is actually usable, which is tragedy. I mean, very little of this space is usable. It's a real tragedy. Oh, this is bad. It's going from bad to worse here. We've got 554 houses and 496 businesses. And this is not enough space for that everything. Right, well, time to build here. Although I don't understand why I'm not able to build out in squares here, because normally you're able to do that. I'm going to try something, but it's risky. I'm going to save you. I'm going to delete what I think is the house that causes this thing. And this other. Okay, and that all remains. Okay, and I still can't build on this with what I want. Oh well. Hideous. Ah, okay, this works a bit better. That's strange, but whatever works. This game continues to surprise me in new and interesting ways. It's worth noting that we can't build houses or anything that requires to be within the city walls outside the walls. Businesses are okay. Businesses are always able to go outside the walls. Okay, now it doesn't want me building here. Make your mind up, game. To which the game says no. Okay. Sure. What the hell? What the actual hell is this? Now, I'm pretty sure the AI doesn't build out there. I hope it doesn't. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll at the very least deny him enough houses for what he would want to build there. I'm just happy that I don't have to redo my calculations for this city. Once I get the total houses up to 600 and... Oh, actually, I think I was looking at this when I was meant to be looking at this again, like I did with Novgorod. We'll see what we can do with this space. And then I look at that again and I think probably not. Fascinating stuff, Jake, isn't it just? It is not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's this last one going to go anyway? Oh, got some kind of wild card space around here. Ah, there we go. That's nice. That's our 600, and according to our calculations, yes, Oslo is meant to have 600 houses, but also 600 businesses. So, as much as we can inside the walls. Although I can be a bit more sloppy now that I have dabbled with building outside here. Probably not the most popular mayor for building all this stinky stuff outside outside people's front doors. Oh, who am I kidding? I am the most popular mayor now and forever. How are we looking now? 588. I need 12 more businesses. 11, 10, 9, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, there's Oslo. 600. 604. Jeez. It's because I didn't buy his last bunch of farms for 28 million. That son of a gun. Well, I'm gonna have to buy